Hey guys, in this video we're gonna learn how to make gaming banners for a YouTube channel. So, a while back, like last week, I made a banner for my friend, his YouTube channel. I'll link him in my end card, but this is what I made for him. So I'm gonna teach you how to make this. Not the logo, of course. I'll go into this type of logo, uh, in my logo practice series. But let's actually do the banner. So we're gonna start from as scratch as you can get. Well, I had nothing. All I had was a background. So what I would do is I'd make these rectangles. Um, without these images, they were just these kind of like trapezoids. So I'm going to turn off the group. And so what I would do is I would grab my rectangle tool and then just make it straight up rectangle. I would give it a fill of a blue, something like that, and then I just put it in the middle-ish. I press Control T, and then I hold Shift, not Shift, Control, and then I could just kind of like make it like that. And then from here, I'd move it to like the middle-ish, and then I just duplicate it. And then I'm going to add drop shadows. Well, first, this one is the middle one. The middle one will always go on the top, and then the other ones will just fall behind. So I'm going to go to blending options on this one, and then I'm going to go to drop shadow, and then I already did some things with the drop shadow already, but this is the drop shadow I made. Um, So, and then I left clicked on it and I said, copy layer style, and I just pasted it on, my other ones. I'm just gonna delete these so I don't get caught up in some other stuff. Alright. So, after that, I added, the pictures. So, what I did, these pictures were just normal. None of them had an overlay or they didn't have any blending option on them. So I'm just gonna show that. And so I moved these pictures, these to the images I wanted them to, and then I turned the visibility on the eye, and then I made a clipping mask. And then I moved them in a certain way so they'd match to make this like weapon, like the ultimate Fortnite weapon. But then put it on overlay. Put all these images on overlay. And then it starts looking like that. So now I want to add this to kind of make it more like a little more staggery, I guess. And so to do that, I'm gonna just delete this. Is you go to I'm gonna make a new layer, and then on this I'm gonna go to filter. Make sure that your two colors are black and white. I'm gonna go to filter. I'm going to go to render, and then I'm gonna go to clouds. Then from here, I'm going to turn my opacity down. It needs to be pretty low. And then what we're gonna do is you can give it a blending mode. Overlay looks really good with it, so I'm gonna put overlay on it. Now I want to make this what do I call it? This like shadow that goes around everything. So to make that, I'm going to quickly just delete this so I can just make it again. I'm going to make a layer, and then I'm gonna go to my ellipse marquee tool, and then I'm going to go to the middle, hold Alt, and then I'm going to make this ellipse that goes right here. I'm going to deselect this, and I'm going to make, just try to make it so there's like this oval kind of. Okay, yeah, just try to get it like that. I'm holding Alt where I get it when I click it in the middle. And then I drag it to where it needs to be. And if it's ever too big, that's completely fine because we can fix that later. Then I'm going to click select inverse. And then I'm going to left click on it. And I'm going to click fill. And it's going to be black. I'm going to press Control D. And this works. It's kind of going off the edges. So if you want to redo it, you can. I'm not going to. I just want to show how it will look. So then you want to turn your opacity on. I mean, not your opacity, your fill. I mean, nope, don't do anything. I just told you to. Go to filter, go to blur, and go to Gaussian blur, and then do it till that starts coming. So about 180. And it looks pretty nice with that going out. So I would leave that. Now we're gonna grab our particle. I will put the download things in the description. But they're just black particles normally. I just want you to put them here on the background. They're kind of just black particles normally. I had two of these, and I merged them, so you can do that. I put one on this side and one on this side. You can barely see them, but yeah. Then you make a hue and saturation. I'm gonna delete this one for now. And then I'm going to go to adjustments, hue and saturation, and then I turn lightness completely to the max, and then I put it under and then you can see the particles are right here. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. Into the middle. So there is our particle thing. And then, oh, here's my other one that added more to it. And there was that. And then you can turn the opacity lower on these. I'm gonna do that so it is not like in your way, but it's still, you can see it. Then I made my ellipse on the inside. That was what stored my my logo. And so what I did was I made an ellipse that was like this background. I used my I can redo this. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna go to my ellipse tool. I'm gonna hold shift while doing it so it makes a perfect circle. I'm gonna bring it up to here. I'm going to grab my my eyedropper and I'm going to just click on some sort of color. That color works. Maybe this something that works. I'm gonna hold I'm gonna press Alt and then backspace so it makes it that color. Then I'm gonna go to where was it? Linear light. Then I'm gonna get my my logo and my my ellipse lined up. I added a drop shadow to my logo. I did that in Illustrator when I was making it. Making it in this will just mess up most of it unless you make it separately. But I don't think we need to go over that. And then yeah. That was basically it. You can also make a layer on top of everything. And this one you can grab your brush tool. Make sure it's black. Make it huge. Make sure opacity is pretty low, and then just kind of get the bottom, and just kind of like add on to the things you've already made. But like make sure the bottom is mostly dark. And that's how you make a banner, a gaming banner for your YouTube channel. I don't know if you can use it for Twitch. Maybe you can. Maybe Twitter. But yeah. I will go over making this logo, these types of logos. I'm probably not gonna make this exact logo because this logo took me a long time, especially this sniper. But I'll go over how to make logos like this in a video I will post in maybe 2 days. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.